Today's topic is 607 or 587 BCE. I invite you to follow along with today's study using your Watchtower library. It is easy to use. Just simply enter a portion of the text which is displayed in this video presentation into the search bar. Next, by pressing Enter or clicking on the magnifying glass, it will search for the text. Next, the results are displayed below. Simply click on the result and the text is displayed. You can follow right along, and it's easy too. Back on topic, we're discussing the destruction of Jerusalem. 607 BCE or 587 BCE. The first piece of our puzzle is figuring out where to start. Well, according to the Watchtower, it is well to understand that all Bible chronology dates for events prior to 539 BC must be figured backward from the absolute date of 539 BC. So, we'll go ahead and start at 539 BC. Nabonidus, the last supreme monarch of the Babylonian Empire, father of Belshazzar, on the basis of cuneiform text, he is believed to have ruled some 17 years, from 556 to 539 BCE. Nabonidus' ascension to the throne followed the assassination of Marduk. Okay, so let's review what we know so far. Nabonidus was ruler from 556 to 539 BCE, and we also know that his rule followed Marduk's assassination. Next, we need to find out how long this Marduk's reign was. Of course, we're going to turn right to the Watchtower. Neriglissar, who reigned for 4 years, his underage son, Marduk, a vicious boy, succeeded him and was assassinated within 9 months. Okay, so let's review what we know so far. Nabonidus, 556 to 539 BCE. Marduk, only 556 BCE. He only reigned 9 months. We also found out he succeeded Neriglissar. So the next step is to find out how long Neriglissar's reign was. Let's turn to the Watchtower. Evil Merodach reigned 2 years and was murdered by his brother-in-law Neriglissar, who reigned 4 years. What we know so far. Nabonidus, 556 to 539. Marduk, 556. Neriglissar, 560 to 556. Next, we need to find out how long Evil Merodach reigned. Let's turn to the Watchtower. Evil Merodach reigned 2 years. Digging a little further in the Insight book, we find the Babylonian king who succeeded Nebuchadnezzar to the throne was Evil Merodach. Wow, this is a lot of information. What we know so far. Nabonidus, 556 to 539. Marduk, 556. Neriglissar, 560 to 556. Evil Merodach, 562 to 560. Evil Merodach reigned 2 years and succeeded Nebuchadnezzar. Next, we will find how long Nebuchadnezzar's reign was. Nebuchadnezzar, who reigned for 43 years, headed a dynasty that ruled over the Babylonian Empire. So, what we know so far. Nabonidus, 556 to 539. Marduk, 556. Neriglissar, 560 to 556. Evil Merodach, 562 to 560. Nebuchadnezzar, 605 to 562. Nebuchadnezzar reigned 43 years. Wow, We just went over a whole lot, and that was tough. Next, we need to figure out when Jerusalem was destroyed. Turning to insight on the scriptures for some insight, we find the destruction of Jerusalem happened to be in the 11th year of Zedekiah's reign, which was Nebuchadnezzar's 19th year, if counting from his ascension year, or his 18th regnal year. Next, let's double check and make sure we didn't miss any rulers, just in case. We're going to search for Part 40, Your Will Be Done on Earth, in the Watchtower Library. Next, we scroll to the side here and observe all the rulers in order with no gaps or holes. Everyone there. Okay, so let's take a deep breath because there is some complex math ahead. We just figured out that the year Nebuchadnezzar started reigning was 605 BCE. We also just figured out that it was his 18th regnal year that Jerusalem fell to the Babylonians. So, we are going to take 605 BCE and subtract 18 years. Now this answer will lead us to the conclusion and the final answer of when Jerusalem was destroyed by the Babylonians. Using a state-of-the-art precision mathematical device called a calculator, I was able to derive an answer. And the result is in, we get 587 for our final answer. Ding, ding, ding. Now you might be asking, how come we came up with the answer of 587 when we are teaching 607? Well, it doesn't really matter, because that's what the Watchtower says. We'd like to remind you at this time that approved association with Jehovah's Witnesses requires accepting the entire range of the true teachings of the Bible, including those scriptural beliefs that are unique to Jehovah's Witnesses. At this time, we'd like to invite you and encourage you to a Bible study at your local Kingdom Hall. Remember, Jehovah will destroy the bad ones who do not change. Join us and be saved.